Hello friends and welcome back to another episode of Sugar Rush. We are here with Tom Nook and we have Isabel today, which is great news because there's not a whole lot we can do in game on this day. So at least that gives us something to do in game today. And look at Flurry, she's so cute. Also, if you didn't watch my villager hunting videos, these are the villagers we have currently. We have Quinn and Lyman as our starters. We will be getting rid of both of these, so don't get attached. And then for permanent residents, we have Bonbon and Flurry. And Sherb is a maybe. You guys did say you like Sherb. And I also got a lot of comments about adding Sasha to the island. So I'm still thinking about that. Actually, do I have any money? I do. Okay. I'm still thinking about adding Sasha, but we might do that eventually. If we do a villager hunt and we find Sasha, I might be willing to take him because he is cute. I love this dress. Oh, okay, I'm gonna buy this. I'll buy this dress because it is very cute and we have to spend money anyway, so might as well get things that I think are cute. I also really like this hat and it matches the dress, so let me get that as well. I've never worn a hat that has little earmuff things like that, like ear covers. I obviously live in a very warm climate, so I've never really had to wear a hat like that. So at least I get to wear it in Animal Crossing. I also really like these shoes, the cute sneakers. So we'll buy these as well. I don't know if it will go with the outfit. I actually feel like the shoes we have on right now like go better with that outfit. So I don't know, they're really cute though. So if we get like custom design clothes, we might be able to wear that outfit with it. But I want to try it on. We are in the winter time, which is a little weird to wear like a dress, I think, but it's a game. I'm not going to pay too much attention to that. And then we have our little knit cap with, oh, wait a minute. I didn't expect it to put my hair back. I thought I was still going to have my little hair out. I actually do not like that. So I'm going to put this hat back on for the time being. It will be an interesting color scheme. And then I think I want to grab some other clothes for me to wear. So let's put this stuff away. Okay, let's see if we can put that outfit on. We do have the wardrobe over here. I have a couple things in my pockets and I don't know which one I'm going to like the best. So we'll see. I did grab my glasses that I usually wear and the bandage because I just don't feel like myself when I don't have them on. So we might as well wear them now. I also got the purple glasses. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of fun for this island. But I am so used to the black ones. I don't know if you guys would notice too much if I was wearing purple ones. But I think I'm going to stick to this for now. And then I kind of like the blue shoes that we had on before. So I'm going to put those back on. And then I grabbed a couple different hats. Well, like the same one in different colors. Could we use these shoes if we use that hat? Does that go together? I don't know. I kind of like this. I don't know. I kind of like this hat and those shoes together. I don't know if this goes together. I'm not like a big fashion person, but what about the purple glasses? No, I'm going to keep the black ones. Okay, that's our outfit for today. I think that's pretty cute. I don't know. I'll think about it. We might change our outfits later. But I think that's all we can really do in this day. We talked to Isabel for the second time. Yeah, I mean, that's all we can really do. So let's time travel to the next day. Yay! Look at resident services. It's in its building. And here we have Tom Nook. I'm so excited to get like resident services built up because I feel like that's when like things start, the ball starts getting rolling. The ball starts rolling. We get the ball rolling. I don't know what that phrase is. But then look, here's Isabel. Oh my gosh, so adorable. I love their like winter outfits. But I'm so excited to get resident services. We're going to work on the campsite today. And hopefully we don't get a really ugly campsite villager. Because I feel like I always get a really ugly campsite villager. So lots of stuff to do. And maybe if we have enough time later, we could also go for like a little mini villager hunt as well. So lots to do today. Also, I know we just did that whole thing where I was changing clothes, but I felt like they didn't go together. So I changed my hat. I don't know. I think I like this hat better. But we need to grab some materials first. To build the campsite, we need some of the materials. So we need some of each of the wood. We only need 15 of each. So like these little mini stacks will be fine. And then we need iron nuggets as well. Luckily, we have plenty of stuff left over because I way too highly underestimated. I thought we needed way more stuff for the little plots than we did. So we have plenty of materials for the campsite. And look at the inside of resident services. I feel like, I don't know, once I get resident services built up, I feel like it gives like a lot of nostalgia from like the first time of playing this game. Even though I do love the mini resident services when it's in its tent, there's something about the big resident services that I do really like. I like that we have Isabel here and all of the little like decorative items on like the desk and like back there, like that coffee pot is super cute. I really wish we could have this little pot of flowers. Like if we picked a flower, instead of having that little tiny vase that only has like one flower, if we had that little pot, imagine, that would be brilliant. But so many things in here I wish we could actually like use to decorate stuff with. And in this game they always like put so much stuff on desks, and when we decorate a desk we can only use like 2 items, but they have like layered stuff and it's so cute and I just want it. There are a couple things in here that I think we can use though, like the tool shelf. I think you can, isn't there like the fax printer thing? I'm pretty sure we have that item in the game, right? I'm pretty sure. But yeah, let's talk to Tom Nook about our plans for KK Slider. I'm his biggest fan. He always says KK Lament, but I don't think I've ever listened to KK Lament, so I have no idea what type of music Tom Nook is into. A lot of people give me a hard time for not knowing a lot of the KK Slider songs, and the other day someone gave me a hard time because I didn't know that you could shuffle songs on like the radio and stuff, but I never play with game sound, so I have never really put songs like KK songs into the stereo or radios or anything like that, just because I've never listened to the songs that like I always play on mute because I'm usually like watching TV or watching YouTube while I'm doing it, so I just never even thought about that because I've never used the stereos really for what they're supposed to, or like radios and stuff. I've never used that for what it's supposed to be. But here is our campsite, so we can go ahead and construct that real quick. Beautiful. Since we already had the items to make it, that is a lot easier. And then we can go ahead and place this somewhere on the beach so it's out of the way, so when we go to decorate, it's not going to be in our way. Do we have any room over here by our villager homes? Ooh, I do think I can fit it here actually. Yay. Okay, that's perfect. This is the spot. Lovely. So we'll have to time skip one day to get the campsite built, and then the villager comes the second day. But I just want to double check. We didn't have Mabel here today, right? No, we did not. Okay, so I think that's all we can do today in game. So let's go ahead and time travel, and we can get the campsite built up, and then we'll time travel again to get the actual villager here. So much time traveling in this video today. Sorry about that. Oh, I do have more Nook miles. Bell ringer. Oh yeah, because I bought stuff from Mabel. We will need a lot of miles to buy all the terraforming stuff eventually. Probably not in today's video, but eventually we'll need that. So those are good to have. But yeah, next day, here we come. Oh my gosh, we have a fishing tourney today. I guess they didn't tell us about that in the announcements, right? Because we didn't have Isabel doing the announcements. We also have the campsite. Let's go. I don't think I'm gonna do the fishing tournament thing, so we'll probably just ignore that. Oh, but that does mean that we don't have Mabel here today. Oh, also, I think this is when we get to meet Lottie in the airport. Yeah, the airport. That's Lottie. We will be doing HHP on this island. I don't know if you guys would be interested in watching me do HHP. I'll probably just speed run it because the only island I plan to actually do like the houses on HHP and everything is on my Forever Island. So for this one, it will probably just take me like 2.5 hours to speed run. I've never sped run it with you guys before. Also, am I just now noticing that Lottie wears shoes, or are those her feet? Those are shoes, right? Like little booties? It kind of looks like it. I feel like I just noticed that. But yeah, would you guys be interested in seeing me speedrun HHP? I could probably do it like as a stream instead of like a video, because that would just be me yapping for 2.5 hours, and I don't think anyone would watch that. Or I could do like a long play of just like the in-game sound. I don't know. I've seen some people do that with videos, but I don't think I've ever seen those videos with HHP before. Honestly though, speedrunning HHP is like one of my least favorite things to do in this game. There's like so much dialogue, so many cutscenes, so much useless stuff. I think that's all we can do in this day though. I mean, we got the campsite, we met Lottie, that's all good. I think just, again, let's time travel and get our camper here. I'm nervous now, though. I'm nervous. Oh, it's snowing today, too. It kind of looks stormy outside, actually, through that little window. But here we are with Isabel, and for today's announcement, today we have our first visitor staying at the campsite. So excited. I'll tell you who I'm looking forward to in a second. Okay, so the only villager that I think I would want for this island is actually a suggestion by one of you guys. In the comments, one of you said that you think Marshall would be cute for this island because he looks like a little marshmallow. So if we do get Marshall, I might keep him on this island. I really love Marshall, so that would be really cute. I also wouldn't mind if we got like Rodney, Shep, or Pietro. I love all of those ones as well. So if we got them, they probably wouldn't stay, but I would like to see them at least. But yeah, Marshall, if he's here, we're keeping him. Oh, it's Roswell. I mean, honestly, could Roswell work? Because he kind of looks like chocolate vanilla swirl. We could have him in the chocolate area. Guys, do you think we should have him in the chocolate swamp? We could have him and Bonbon in the chocolate swamp. Instead of Coco, we could have Roswell. That would be kind of cute, actually. I didn't think about him. Okay, now I'm getting ideas. And he has a lollipop. Are you kidding? He's meant for this island. I'm actually pretty stoked for that now. Wow, I didn't even think about him. Isn't it crazy when like autofills like actually give you good ideas for your island? He wasn't even on my radar and now I actually want him. Oh yeah, and we have Mabel here. Let me get his plot real quick first and then we'll come talk to Mabel. Okay, let's tell Tom Nook that we have met the camper and I think I talked to him enough, right? I think I told him that I would talk to him. Our first guest is at the campsite. I think we'll say that he wants to live here. Okay, I did it right. I was like, did I not talk to him enough? But I did in fact. Okay, so this is one of the plots that we get for free at least. The other plots, the rest of the ones, we have to actually buy, which is a bummer. But at least this one's free, especially since we're like forced to take him. I feel like that's fair. Since the other ones we can kind of pick. We still have to pay for that. I think is backwards. Oh, and there's Bonbon. Cutie. We were just talking about you. She says delish. That is so cute, actually. She's perfect. Oh, what's she giving us? Did she say? Oh, a tricycle. I feel like a tricycle could work on this island. It's kind of like kidcore a little bit. And this island's gonna be like kidcore adjacent. Oh yeah, I can also upgrade my pockets. Okay, here's the tricycle. It's not the pink and purple one that I wanted, but that's okay. Okay, Mabel, let's talk to you. I think you're gonna want to move to the island now. Let's go. Yes, sure thing, Mabel. I will definitely find you a spot. Don't even worry about it. Girl, I got your back. Okay, perfect. Oh, wait, I also want to see what clothes she has here. Is there anything that we want, actually? What's on sale? Ooh. I actually kind of like this hat. And those shoes, too. They're blue. Okay, we'll buy this hat, which I think is really cute. Although I think it kind of sits at the top of your head, which is a little weird. But I think that's fine. And then I like these pleather shoes. They're kind of similar to the other ones we have, but they have the laces, which I like. They're like Converse almost. I think they're cute. They remind me of, doesn't Cinema Roll, whoever that villager is, that Chai? I think they have a pair of shoes like that, right? I'm pretty sure. Yes, look how adorable we look. That is so cute. Okay, let's go ahead and put the Able sisters over on this beach. I always leave this spot open for the Able sisters. And here it is. Okay, this is the spot. And then this will take 2 days to open because it's going to be in like the construction kit, like this construction kit, and then the next day it's in a tent. And then the next day after that is when it's the actual building. So we have a little time skipping to do to open that up, but I don't think I'm going to do that in this video. And then, oh, a bottle. I'm going to take this. And I think we can fit Roswell's house here on this beach. Okay, perfect. It does fit here. This is the spot. That is placed, so Roswell is moving in. And then I am curious about what our message in the bottle is. It's from Jambette! If you guys know, I love Jambette, so I love that. And we got a wallpaper, which I'm definitely not going to use. Sorry about that. But let's go ahead and grab another plot so we can go villager hunting maybe a little bit. Hello, Tom Nook. Hello. I did. Of course I found a spot. You think I just am carrying it around with me for the rest of eternity? No. Oh yeah, also, remind me. I wish you could remind me, but I need to upgrade my pockets too. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to him real quick. I think he has to give us like more of a spiel about the whole KK slider thing. We need more visitors. Oh, do I have to talk about infrastructure, or is he telling us that? I think we can just buy a house, right? Yeah, sell some land. That's what we're gonna do. 10,000 bells. Yeah, I guess that will work. I don't think I really... Oh yeah, we haven't gotten... I haven't done the whole max bells thing, so that's all the money we have to our name at the moment, which is unfortunate. And then also, let me do this before I forget, because I just mentioned it. Okay, redeem Nook Miles, and we're gonna do... Oh, I forgot what I was doing. Ultimate pocket stuffing. We'll still have 9,000 left after this, so I will have to get some more Nook Miles before we get 3 stars and all of that to get all the water terraforming and cliff terraforming and pathing. I don't know which pathing I'll need. I just usually use the custom code path, so I think that's fine. But let's go ahead and place the plot now. We are gonna have all 10 villagers on this island. I have an island right now where I'm only gonna have 8 villagers, but for this island I do want to have all 10. So I'm gonna try to fit them all on the beach as much as possible, which does not look like it's gonna fit back here. What about up here? Okay, I think it will fit here if we move over a little bit. Like right here? Okay, it does fit here. Perfect. This is the spot. All right, that is down, so we can go villager hunting a little bit. I'm going to clean out my pockets and grab some of our leftover Nook Mile tickets, and then I will catch y'all on our first island of the hunt. We have officially started the hunt, and I only grabbed 50 tickets for now because hopefully we won't need that many. But as a reminder, these are who we're looking for. We're looking for Candy, Mint, Cookie, Sprinkle, Diana, Judy, Lolly, and I had Coco on here, but I don't think we're going to keep Coco anymore since we have Roswell. And then we already have Flurry and Sherb, so there might be one villager on this list that we don't keep if we keep Sherb, but that's a maybe. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, who is on this ticket? It's Ken, a smug, which is funny because we just got our campsite villager who is a smug. So double smug. I actually don't mind him. We were thinking about having him on our medieval island as like the assassin or someone who was like wanting to take out the king and like take over the kingdom kind of thing, but we didn't end up going that way, so we actually don't have him on our list for that island. But I think that'd be a funny thing. I think we also had like Humphrey on that list, which I think is even funnier because he's so tiny, like a tiny assassin. But yeah, in our last villager hunt, I was trying to ask what shows and movies you guys would recommend. I think I was talking mainly about shows right now because I'm looking for like a binge-worthy show to start. I have had a couple of shows that I've started but haven't really got into, or I get distracted one day and then I don't watch it, and then I just stop watching it completely. I'm like a sit down and watch like 12 episodes a day for like 3 weeks, and then one day I forget to watch an episode, or I'm busy and I don't have time, and then I like completely forget about the show and I don't watch it. That happened. I was watching Parks and Rec, and then I was also watching Grey's Anatomy for like the 100th time. I've actually never watched like all of Grey's Anatomy, and isn't that show technically still running right now? I don't want to give any spoilers away if you haven't watched it, but I mean the show's been on for like 20 years or something, like 20 seasons. But there's like a specific point in the show that I've gotten up to, and I've never gotten past that part. So I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're still coming out with episodes, and I have no idea what's going on in the show anymore. I heard that like Meredith left the show, and I don't know if that's actually true, but I've heard that, which is interesting because she's like the main character, and I feel like shows always do worse when they kill off the like main character, because like same thing happened with that zombie show. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Oh, The Walking Dead. When didn't they kill off the main guy? I can't remember his name, but wow, I'm really bad at remembering people's names. But didn't they kill him off, which is like kind of weird because like the whole story like revolves around his point of view, doesn't it? It's Chevra. But yeah, doesn't it focus on him? I know his kid's name is Carl. What's his name? And his best friend's name was Shane, right? I keep wanting to say like Frank, but that's not right either. And then I stopped watching that show after they killed Glenn. Spoiler alert. Because Glenn was like my favorite character in the whole show, and then they killed him off and I was like, I'm not into this. And then they brought in Negan, and I really like Negan's actor, but like I was like, what is happening in the show anymore? And then they had the guy with the tigers and I was super confused. I was like, why? This is a zombie apocalypse and this dude has 2 pet tigers. That just like to me is like so out there that like, would that even happen? It probably would happen because there's such weird people in the world. So like I wouldn't, yeah, I could totally see people having tigers in the apocalypse actually. Like some person who thinks they're like the king of the world would be like, these are my tigers. And they'd have like the little helper people doing all their bidding and everything. And they're like the king of their like little area in the earth. I don't know. But do you guys think he would survive a zombie apocalypse? I definitely don't think I would survive a zombie apocalypse. Aw, it's Bud. We just had him on my last island. He was on Hollytide. I actually talked a little bit of crap about him on that last island, so sorry, Bud. Please don't hate me. But yeah, would you guys survive a zombie apocalypse? I do not think I would. First of all, I am not like savvy with like gun. Like I've never shot like a real gun before and stuff like that, so who knows if I could defend myself. And I have POTS, right? So like if I had to like stand and like walk for like a really long time to like get around the world because like there's no cars or anything, I just feel like I would not do well. Like I stood in line to vote in the election in November. Well, I think I went in, did I vote in November or October? I don't know. I did early voting, but anyways, we had to stand in line for like an hour and a half, and like at that hour and a half point I like started passing out and had to sit down. So like, could you imagine me in a zombie apocalypse? I just feel like I would not do well. I would be a zombie meal for someone to chew down on and eat me. No, we need him for my Eldermere island, my medieval island that I was talking about a little. Didn't I mention that on this? Didn't I mention it? Oh yeah, we were talking about Ken. Yeah. Yeah, I want him on that one. He's supposed to be one of the knights. Him and Sterling, because they both have like the helmets, so they kind of look like knights. And we need him over there, and I don't think we found him yet, actually. I think we need a couple more villagers for that island that we don't have. I think we only have like 2 or 3 of the villagers that we actually want on that island. It's actually one of the days that I'm going to be streaming on Eldermere. It is currently a Monday, so in a couple hours I will actually be working on that island, which is kind of weird. Like it's like a video and a stream and it's in the same day. But that is because I'm trying to put out like more videos, and I only have so many days in the week to like work on content, especially because it does take like a little bit of time to like edit everything. So sometimes I do end up recording like multiple videos in a day, or I'll do like record a video and stream the same day. So I'm playing like double the amount of Animal Crossing. I've also been playing a little Animal Crossing on my own because if you don't know, I am working on a DIY only island, and in the rules of that challenge for that island, I have to get all the DIYs the vanilla way by like earning them. And it takes like a really long time to build up some actual DIYs that are like that you can actually use. Like I have so many like wallpapers and flooring, and I'm like, I'm not going to use those on the actual island. I need like helpful things. Like I was searching for the cherry blossom picnic. I got that one, but I need to do a lot of hunting for like fall DIYs, because if you don't know, on that island I'm also doing a 4-season island for that challenge. So it's a DIY only, and the island is themed after 4 seasons, and that means I have to have DIYs for each season. So we already did a little bit of grinding in the winter, so I have a bunch of like illuminated items and I don't know, a bunch of like winter DIYs that I can use. I don't think I have that many festive DIYs, which I'll probably have to work on a little bit, but I don't have like any of the mushroom items from fall because I haven't gotten to that point in the game yet for me to do those DIY grindings. And I love using like the mushroom parasol Oh my gosh, what in the world? Barreled. But I use a lot of the mushroom parasols and like some of the mushroom partitions and some of the mushroom stools, the low stool. But we were decorating the entrance, which is the spring area, and I had this one area that I really wanted to use a mushroom parasol, and I didn't have one, so I couldn't. So it's like I'm only being able to decorate with like the few items that I have the DIYs for, which is actually very painful. It is so much harder than I expected. And yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing outside of videos and streams because I've just been time traveling so many days on that island to try to get new DIYs. And I did learn how to cook on that island, which I kind of regret because I keep getting stupid recipes for food. And if I had to prioritize anything, I would prioritize getting like actual decoration DIYs, even though I am using some of the food on the island. Like in the spring section that we're working on right now, I have like a little picnic area, and the food items do look cute on the picnic, so I mean that is kind of fine. And then for the fall area, I'm thinking I want to do like a big feast area, which would be kind of cute, like a Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know if I'll actually end up doing that though, but I think the fall area is going to end up being very farm core, so lots of like little farms with the crops and everything. And it's really killing me on that island that I can't use wheat field. And it's really funny because I used to be such a wheat field hater when 2.0 first came out. I hadn't used a wheat field until I did my cemetery or graveyard build on rubble, and in that specific build I was like, I'm going to use the wheat fields. I'm going to learn to love them, and oh boy did I learn to love them. Now I feel like I use a wheat field every other tile because I love them so much, even though they do create a whole ton of lag on your island because you're like filling almost every single spot up with an item. But not being able to use them on this island is like slowly killing me. I don't know, because it's not a DIY. Could you imagine if that item was a DIY? That would be perfect. If you like made it using like the wheat that you grew, that would be like super smart, I think. Why is it not a DIY? And it's really painful because I always love making like fake buildings and everything. So this island has to be more natural like. So like winding paths and lots of trees and everything. And I feel like I really excel at like town core or city core versus like my natural islands. And I know there's some of you that do like my natural islands more than my city core or town core island, which is completely fine. Thank you for loving them, even though I feel like a little self-conscious about them because I feel like I'm not the best at them. But even on like my natural islands and everything, like my walnut island, which was farm core, I had little barns and everything I made with like storefronts, or like on my abandoned island, I'm using a lot of retro transportation stops, and I can't use any of those to make a fake building. You can't use simple panels, you can't use wide display stands, and it's just hurting my heart that I can't use any of those items because I love making those buildings, and I feel like it gives like the area like some height. And the only other way you can really like get height on like a natural island is using like cedar trees, which are like stupidly tall. I feel like I don't know why cedar trees are so tall. I feel like they could have kept the fully grown cedar tree to like the large stage. I feel like that would have been fine and would have worked out perfectly, but like the cedar trees are so big, and sometimes I'm hesitant to use the full grown cedar trees just because they are so big. But those add height. And then I do have the DIY for the giant vine, so I have been using that as well, but I only like that item in like specific scenarios, so it's very different where I use them. I don't know. But actually in the spring area in the entrance, someone recommended using a decayed tree in the white version, and I did that and I actually really liked it. And I feel like I've never used a decayed tree in like a springy kind of island. I'm also using the ruined pillars and ruined stools and all of those things in the spring area, and it's very like whimsical feeling. And we are allowed to use like butterfly models, so those help as well. It is Dell, who I do not like. So yeah, I think the biggest area that's going to be the biggest struggle on the island is going to be the winter area, obviously, because I do have the island set in September, which is like light green grass and light trees. So for the winter area, I think I'm going to put down a bunch of the light dirt, the in-game pathing dirt, and then I'll do like a reverse pathing kind of thing. Like you'll walk on the dirt and then everywhere else will kind of be that white snow code that I downloaded. And I think I'm only going to use cedar trees in that area because I feel like the hardwood trees just look a little too springy or like not winter, but like cedar trees like grow in like snowy areas. So I feel like that makes the most sense. So I'll do that. And I think I want it to be like blue and white themed. I was really inspired by April Honey's Christmas island that she just did. It was blue and white and it was like very natural and everything. So I want to do like that kind of thing in that back area, which I think is really, I hope it's going to be turns out good. It is definitely like a crazy theme to do with like a challenge as well. It's curly. I thought that was Cookie for a second and I got excited, but it's not. It's just Curly, who I actually don't mind. I do like a good number of the pigs in this game. But yeah, I'm going to use the in-game pathing underneath and then do like a reverse pathing, which I actually plan to do on this island as well in the chocolate swamp area. So it's going to be like the white version on that island and then on this version, the brown version for the chocolate. So hopefully both those both turn out good. Also, sorry, I have no idea what's wrong with me today. I feel like I keep tripping over my words and I don't know if my speech impediment is just playing at full speed today or something. But I'm like tripping over my words and stuttering and everything. So hopefully you guys don't mind that in this video. Thank you so much for watching, even though I keep messing up my words. But yeah, all of this to say, like, what are shows? How did I get so off a topic? I started talking about Animal Crossing again. But what are shows that you think are binge worthy and that you enjoy? I like dramas and I pretty much like everything. So I'm kind of down for things. I'm not like too into like anime or anything like that. So maybe like don't recommend those. But I like dramas, comedies. I do like some animated shows. Like I like Rick and Morty. I like Big Mouth, stuff like that. So I'd be into any of those kind of shows as well. I love medical shows as well. I am a nurse, so I do enjoy a medical show, even though, let me just tell you, medical shows are not anything like real life. So that is not how reality works in like the hospital. So don't think we're like sleeping in beds in the hospital and stuff like that. When you work 12 hours, you're working your whole 12 hours. I don't know how it works for doctors, but I don't know. Also, I have a bad time watching medical shows sometimes because the shows make it seem like nurses do nothing, where we're like constantly running 12 hours a day. It makes it seem like we do absolutely nothing and we just like bring you like food in the hospital and that's all we do. No, you're like constantly on the go when you're a nurse. So I do have like, I get a little bit annoyed at like medical shows that make it seem like the doctors do everything that the nurses do. Like a doctor is not walking a patient down the hallway, you know? Like physical therapy would be doing that, or a nurse, like maybe on a certain floor of a hospital. But like for the most part, your doctor comes to see the patient for like a few minutes and then leaves. They're not like standing at your bedside the entire time. The only time where it like might be like that, even still, I don't think really, is like in the ER. But your doctor's not like sitting next to you the entire day. Like that is so unrealistic. They're like working as well, but not like with you 24 hours a day. And a show that is like a lot like that is like House. Like House makes it seem like doctors are trying everything to figure out your medical problems when you're in the hospital, but in reality they do like a couple tests in the ER and then they refer you to a doctor and then you have to go to that doctor's office like a week later or like a month later, depending on how backed up that doctor is. But they're not like running every single test in the hospital to see like what's wrong with you. So it's pretty unrealistic actually. I do like medical shows for like the drama and everything. They're just not very realistic. So if you didn't know that, now you do, that medical shows is not really what's happening. There is actually a new medical show that I have been liking. I don't remember. It's called like Saint something medical. Saint, it's like the name of the hospital. And it's kind of like the Office version of like a hospital show. It's like really funny. But I've only watched a couple episodes of that show. Like right now I just feel like I can't get into any shows to like binge watch. I don't know if every episode of that show is out already, but I have seen like clips of it on TikTok, and that's how I found it in the first place. But I feel like most of my entertainment recently has been a lot of YouTube, not as much like actual TV shows. And I think I mentioned it in a different video, but I've been getting into like the no buy 2025, and I am proud to say that I have not spent any unnecessary money in the year 2025 so far. I have a little spreadsheet that I check off every time at the end of the day when I'm laying in bed, and it says like, it's basically like a little calendar like in like Google Sheets or like an Excel sheet, and you can click that you said no spend, or if you spend you have to put the amount of money that you have. And all of my little days are all green because I haven't spent any money. I have been tempted to buy some things, but I have somehow managed to not buy anything, and I'm super proud of myself. And I'm saving all the money that I haven't spent for a house, so hopefully next year we can buy a house, which will be really fun. But yeah, I wanted to report back that I have done pretty good with my no buy challenge so far of 2025. It's only the 6th when I'm recording this right now, so I've gone 5.5 days without buying anything, which I think is good. But it's not like it's, I don't know. I feel like it'd be more impressive if it was like the 23rd of January. It's only been 5.5 days. I've also been making a little bit of side money with selling some stuff on Mercari. So I've been selling some of my Squishmallows, and I just feel like a lot of people aren't that interested in Squishmallows anymore, so those aren't really selling very fast. So I don't know what I'm gonna do to them. I think I mentioned in another video, or I meant to, that I might just donate them to like a children's hospital, or I don't know, like any other like donations where they like go to children, because I have like so many Squishmallows and they're just like taking up room at this point. I just have bags and bags of them in the oh my gosh, wait, it's Judy. Oh my gosh, girl, our cotton candy queen. Hello. Where there's a fresh face, are you? Oh my gosh, what was that? Well, there's a fresh face. Are you visiting from another island as well? Of course you are. Well, my friends call me Judy. How are you? Oh, who are you? Kaylee, all the way from Sugar Rush. Oh my gosh, we found her. I remember on my like first ever island, I got Judy as a villager, and I was so excited because I thought she was so cool. And I still do really like her. Her eyes kind of freak me out a little bit, but she is so adorable. I love her. Oh my gosh, we found her. How many tickets was that actually? Her little shocked eyes are actually really cute. What's that? That was 17 tickets, I think. 17. That wasn't too bad at all, actually. Oh my gosh. We found her. Let's go. Okay, let's head back to the island and make sure that she is moving in. I think I did it all correctly because she said she has to talk to Tom Nook, so I'm pretty sure she's coming, but we need to double check. Before we end, let's double check that everyone is here who should be here. Okay, their houses are all the way over here. Oh, hello, Harvey. Roswell's still in his tent, but this should be his house. Yes. Okay, Roswell's moving in. I can't believe we got him, and now he's staying on the island. And then this should be Judy. Oh my gosh, so excited. I haven't had Judy since I had her on my first ever island, and I just like really like her. I don't know, she's so cute. So I'm glad to have her, and I'm kind of glad to have Roswell as well. Very unexpected. I kind of still want Marshall on the island, so maybe I will rethink all of my villagers for the island, but I don't know who I want to, I don't know who I'd want to replace. But friends, that is going to be the end of today's episode on Sugar Rush. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time seeing who we got at our campsite, as well as going for a little mini villager hunt. It was only like, what, 17 tickets, so not too long. Pretty good for me. I feel like I've been on like hundreds and hundreds of tickets villager hunting before. But yeah, I will see all of you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of the channel members, and a big shout out to our pumpkin legends, which right now are April Honey and Witch Cozy Game Today. I appreciate it so much, And oh my gosh, I still do not have any reactions. I need to talk to my villagers more, or I don't know what's happening. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends!